Hi, guys. Good afternoon, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host, Eddie, and in today's video, I'd like to bring you another speculation and theory-filled video where I wanted to share my thoughts and theories with you guys as to where in the hell is the Collector? Now, of course, for those of you who have seen Avengers: Infinity War, that was the last time we saw the Collector, and you know what? Spoiler warning in case you haven't seen Infinity War. What the hell? How have you not seen it? It's like one of the best superhero movies ever, and it's been out for like 2 years now. B, I will be getting into some spoilers regarding Infinity War, so just fair warning if you haven't seen the film yet, so you have been warned. Okay, so that your spoiler warning is given. The last time we saw the Collector, played by Benicio del Toro, he was in Infinity War. The Guardians went to the planet Nowhere, where the Collector lives, or at least works, and they were going to try to get the Reality Stone back before Thanos did. Unfortunately, Thanos beat them there, and after giving them a simulated environment where it looks like everything was okay and they saw him interrogating the Collector, it turned out that was all a ruse. Thanks to the power of the Reality Stone, Thanos was actually able to cover up the real Nowhere, which had been decimated and burnt to the ground with no signs of life anywhere, which means no sign of the Collector or any of the hundreds of aliens and beings that thrived and lived on that planet. What I think could have happened is that Thanos obviously got there long before the Guardians did, and he could have had his army split the population in half like he did on Gamora's planet, like he had done to numerous planets before this. Split up the population, leave one half to live, the other half dies. It's possible the Collector ended up in either group. I want to believe that he ended up in the half that lived, because if they were going to kill off a character like the Collector, played by a recognized actor like Benicio del Toro, I feel like they would give him a proper on-screen death and not an off-screen just to be mentioned through dialogue death. I don't think that seems likely. But it's just something I've been wondering about for the past couple years, because obviously he wasn't in Endgame. He hasn't been in any Marvel movie since then, and I don't know where he's going to pop up next. I mean, it feels like the most feasible place he could appear in would be the third Guardians of the Galaxy film. Not sure when exactly that's supposed to happen. I believe that's going to happen once the Suicide Squad is fully wrapped up and released by next year, by next summer, because that's what James Gunn is primarily working on these days. I believe the script for the third Guardians film is written, but obviously shooting won't be happening anytime soon. I feel like, though, they could revisit the Collector in the third Guardians film. Maybe in Thor, Love and Thunder, Thor, Love and Thunder, the fourth Thor film, which is supposed to come out in about 2 years, 2022. You know, I could see the Collector fitting in that movie as well. He would definitely be a great character for Thor to meet. And then I believe I may be mistaken, but as I recollect, the Grandmaster, played by the awesome Jeff Goldblum in Thor Ragnarok, the Grandmaster is brothers with the Collector, like they're brothers or they're related somehow in some manner or something like that. I don't know if that's something they took from the comics or if it's something they just created for the MCU, but it was just a funny factoid they threw out there. I guess the Grandmaster from Ragnarok is brothers with the Collector or something like that, or they're relatives or something. I don't know. It would be kind of cool to see the two of them share the big screen together, maybe have like a mini family reunion if they are indeed brothers. But I want to believe the Collector is still alive and out there somewhere. I want to believe and hope that he escaped the destruction of Nowhere before Thanos obliterated it. Maybe he was in the group that survived, or maybe he really was killed and his body was just burning there on that planet and we just couldn't see it. But Infinity War was technically the last movie we saw him in, even though it wasn't a real version of him. It was just a version that Thanos had made up to trick the Guardians. But I think the Collector is still out there. Like I said, he's played by a pretty high-profile and recognizable actor like Benicio del Toro. And if they are going to kill him, they're going to give him a proper on-screen death, not something that's off-screen or just implied. So I don't know when exactly he could return to the MCU, but I'd like to see him come back at some point. I remember several years ago I did a theory video as to whether or not when we could see the Red Skull return. And in my wildest dreams, I did not imagine him popping up in Infinity War of all places. So, who knows where the Collector could pop up. Well, what do you guys think? Do you want to see the Collector return to the MCU someday? I want to hear your thoughts and your opinions down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome rest of your day. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.